The strike brings the opponent to their knees. The lion underestimated its opponent. A lion could lose its life if it continues. Have you ever witnessed the ruler of the savannah stride into a confrontation, assuming victory only to discover he's the one at risk? This occurs more frequently than one might think. A single misstep, a moment of hesitation, and even the mightiest predator can find itself facing a seemingly smaller foe with unexpected bravery. Amidst the expansive heat-hazed plains, a young lioness fixates on what she perceives to be an effortless target, a solitary baboon resting near a rocky ledge. Stealthily, she moves closer, muscles, coiled breath steady, already savoring triumph. But the instant she lunges, the narrative twists. The baboon doesn't flee, it erupts with a cacophony of sound. Screeches, flashes of teeth, a whirlwind of activity. The lioness falters. She wasn't prepared for a battle this deafening, this fierce, this fearless. In nature, size doesn't guarantee success. Occasionally, survival belongs to the creature brave enough to stand firm. The sun hangs low as another lioness meanders through the underbrush, her eyes locked on a lone baboon, preening itself in the shade. To her, it's an effortless feast, a simple pounce, a brief chase, a clear triumph. But nature isn't scripted. It's a game of chance. Just as she narrows the distance, the baboon pivots sharply, revealing elongated canines that glisten like polished blades. Its stance widens chest, thrust forward, each muscle brimming with resolve. No fear, no retreat, only unyielding determination. The lioness becomes totally still. She anticipated terror, not a counteroffensive. Each step she takes toward it is met with a louder bark, a fiercer gaze, a strike of claws cutting through the air. The baboon's confidence surges, and suddenly the hunter feels strikingly outmatched. In the wild, bravery can surpass brute strength, and today, the baboon makes this truth strikingly clear. With one final explosive warning call, it lunges not to attack, but to assert its dominance. The lioness retreats, her pride more hurt than her body. Across the sunlit grasslands, a formidable male lion spots a solitary buffalo grazing near a shallow ravine. To him, being alone signifies a chance, a moment to bring down a meal that could sustain his pride for several days. He strides forward with increased determination, shoulders rolling with assurance. The buffalo glances up, but remains stationary. That should have served as the first red flag. In an eruption of power, the lion leaps, claws embedded in the buffalo's hide. For an instant, it seems like the perfect ambush. Then everything shifts. The buffalo bends its head and charges upward with explosive might. Its horns catch the lion under the jaw, lifting him off the ground like a rag doll. Bewildered, the lion tumbles backward, scrambling to regain his footing. The buffalo charges anew, dust flying beneath its hooves. Instinct kicks in, the lion retreats, rattled, humbled alive only because he released his hold in the nick of time. In the wild, the hunter doesn't always maintain the edge. Sometimes the prey refuses to conform to its designated role. Not far from a winding riverbank, a coalition of lions circles a gigantic African buffalo, each feline plotting the opportune moment to strike. They've subdued behemoths before. Confidence surges through their ranks as they tighten their formation. Dust swirls ominously around them like a warning they choose to ignore. Just as it seems the lions have the advantage, a deep rumble sounds across the plain. The buffalo's herd appears dozens of dark figures racing as a formidable wall of muscle. The lone buffalo bellows, gathering strength as reinforcements approach with thunderous steps. The lions hesitate, and then pandemonium ensues. A dominant bull slams into one lion with bone-jarring force, flipping the predator onto its side. Another buffalo swings low, scattering the remaining lions like startled birds. Their methodical hunt collapses in mere seconds. Panting heavily, the lions withdraw, shaken by the sheer unity showcased before them. In the savannah, collaboration isn't merely an advantage, it's essential for survival. Under the blazing afternoon sun, 3 lions rest near a section of cracked earth, half asleep, and oblivious to a true titan approaching. A rhinoceros, massive, deliberate, guided by its keen sense of scent, ambles into their vicinity. The lions rise intrigued yet cautious, each step balancing bravery with instinct. One lioness moves closer, expecting the rhino to simply wander off. Instead, the colossal beast stamps the ground, swinging its head in a warning that resonates through the dust. Its horn slices through the air, narrowly missing the lioness. Even the dominant male stiffens, realizing this isn't a facade. Rhinos may appear sluggish, but when threatened, they move with alarming speed. In a swift burst, the giant charges and the lions scatter, their previous confidence dissipating. A single blow from that horn could spell an end for any of them. In the wild, true strength isn't always boisterous. Sometimes it's a silent force poised to erupt. Along a parched riverbed, a black rhino finds itself stuck in a pocket of thick muck. To a nearby group of lions, it seems weakened, perhaps even vulnerable. They approach with caution, circling like predators sensing opportunity. But the rhino's stillness is not weakness. It demonstrates patience. As the lions inch closer, the giant shifts its weight, testing the mud beneath it. Moments later, with a surge of power that astonishes the watching predators, the rhino breaks free. Mud flies as it regains its footing, its body shaking not from fear but from rising determination. The lions freeze. The tables have turned in mere seconds. The rhino swings its head, letting out a deep, rumbling snort that reverberates across the riverbed. Then it charges not aimlessly but with focused power, pushing the lions back with each thunderous stride. Recognizing that they've misjudged their opponent, the lions dart away to the safety of the nearby bushes. The rhino stands tall, the unequivocal master of this moment. Across the sun-baked dunes, a herd of oryx advances cautiously, their long, sharp horns creating elegant lines against the sky. Concealed in the brush nearby, two lionesses crouch, low eyes, trained on a young oryx separated from the group. They remain perfectly still, every breath measured, every muscle poised for action. When the lions reveal their presence, the herd springs into action. Sand flies beneath pounding hooves. One oryx finds itself trapped, and the lionesses believe the moment has finally arrived. But this desert antelope is no easy target. It lowers its head, horns thrust forward like twin spears, and charges with bold precision. The first lioness recoils narrowly, dodging the lethal arc of those horns. The second attempts to flank, but the oryx strikes again, forcing her to withdraw as well. Strength collides with strategy, and the oryx holds its ground. For a brief, suspended moment, predator and prey lock eyes. Then, sensing the risk outweighs the reward, the lionesses back off, watching the oryx rejoin its herd, still standing, still unbroken. Two lions approach the riverbank, their paws sinking softly into the damp soil. The water appears calm, harmless, just another barrier to cross. They wade in, oblivious to the creature waiting underneath the murky surface for an ambush. The moment the lions reach the opposite shore, silence shatters. A crocodile bursts forth from below, jaws snapping with violent force. One lion is caught momentarily in its powerful grip, thrashing as the water churns around him. The second lion doesn't flee. Instead, it dives back into the river, striking at the crocodile with desperate swipes, unwilling to abandon its companion. The tussle lasts mere seconds but feels eternal. The crocodile adjusts its position, yet the lions battle with fierce unity. Finally, the trapped lion breaks free, scrambling to higher ground as the crocodile sinks beneath the rippling surface. Even kings bow to the threats of the waters. At times, survival hinges not solely on strength but on loyalty. Night descends over the savannah as a solitary porcupine waddles across a dirt path, its quills glimmering under the moonlight like countless tiny blades. Nearby, a group of young lions spots the small creature and approaches with overconfident intrigue. To them, it appears slow, harmless, an effortless prize to play with. However, the porcupine is no mere target. The instant the lions draw near, it bristles, elevating a forest of needle-like quills that transform its body into an impregnable fortress. One lion steps forth, trying a playful swipe. The porcupine spins tail, rattling sharply, each quill a warning that carries real consequences. The lions encircle, testing angles, yet every attempt is thwarted by a defensive maneuver more formidable than the last. None of them dare bite. Even a single quill lodged in an unfortunate position could lead to infection, starvation, or worse. After several unsuccessful attempts, the lions withdraw in frustration, casting bewildered glances back at the tiny warrior. The porcupine resumes its slow, deliberate journey, triumphant, without ever needing to chase. Dawn breaks over the plains as a herd of elephants moves in tight formation, their massive silhouettes illuminated by golden light. Among them, a calf trots close to its mother, blissfully unaware of the lurking danger. Hidden in the tall grass, several lions observe, keenly aiming to isolate the youngest member. They make their moves swift, coordinated, precise, but the elephants respond instantaneously. The mother turns around, trumpeting with a force that trembles the ground. Adults converge, creating an impenetrable wall of muscle and resolve. The lions attempt to slip through, but every effort is met with a sweeping trunk or a thunderous charge. What started as a hunt transforms into a retreat. The lions disperse, overwhelmed not merely by size alone but by the fierce unity of a family protecting its own. In the wild, even the most courageous predators must understand when to retreat. If you adore these raw, unpredictable encounters from the wild, be sure to like the video, share your favorite scene in the comments, and subscribe for more extraordinary tales from nature's fiercest conflicts.